Everton deducted 10 points. They've dropped into the bottom three. Can they or will they escape relegation? Femi.
I know Eddie was saying it could come at a worse time, and I agree. They've had it come nice and early. This is still November. They've got about 6 months of the season to go. But if you look at the Premier League, most clubs, we look at Sheffield United. In fact, Luton as well. There are a couple of teams that their current record, especially Sheffield United, people who have not had that many points after their first 10 or 11 games, they've all been relegated in the history of the Premier League. And I think if you look at the table now, Everton are in and around Sheffield United, Luton Town, and of course, Burnley as well is another team that is just really struggling. Burnley started the season is also had every team in that bracket relegated in Premier League history. So my genuine concern for Everton is you may say, yes, there's a lot of the season left, and they've genuinely turned the corner anyway. They've won 6 of their 9 games in all competitions in the last 9 games. So you can tell that there's something in there. And they seem to be doing well away from home. The only problem has been at Goodison, isn't it? They've won some amazing games away from home, even from the tail end of last season when they went to Brighton. Last game, they went to Palace now and won 3-2. Palace are not an easy team to beat at all, even though Palace also do better on the road. So I think they have hope, genuinely think so. Because if you look at Burnley, Luton, and Sheffield United, and you had Bournemouth to that mix as well, you're looking at 4 teams that statistically this season have been worse than Everton. So if you over the course of the season, you may think Everton could scrape they could scrape their way out of that relegation battle. But what's also important to note is that sometimes when you're down there, your luck is very hard, as in your luck runs out very quickly. Refereeing decisions and everything can start to really make you, and you have nightmares with your results, with the players, injuries could come into play. They've had the good form is coincided with Dominic Calvert-Lewin back in the team. If he gets injured, even Beto is a decent player, but he's not going to score goals to win them games. And they went to West Ham, and it was the same Calvert-Lewin that got them the winning goal. So I think they may be okay. I agree with Eddie. There's a chance there. They've got a lot of the season left. But if they get any bad injury, especially up front to Calvert-Lewin, I think that will be their death knell. But 4 teams that they're genuinely better off statistically. So I think they might be all right in the end, actually.
But Eddie, their form, their recent form, winning 3 in 5 games, is that enough to give them hope? To make you think that okay, maybe they are hitting form at the right time. Yeah, this can, like Femi pointed out, this can become a psychological battle. Losing 10 points after not starting the season well, then eventually, they're picking up good results and everything, and then this happens, to them. But when you look at Everton, Luton, like Femi pointed out, and then you look at Everton's next set of fixtures. They go the first one this weekend. They are at home to Manchester United, and they travel to Nottingham Forest. Then after that, they are at home to Newcastle. They are also at home to Burnley, Chelsea next, and then they travel to Burnley. Can they find any kind of confidence in their form in relation with the next set of fixtures they have?
Absolutely. I think you have to look at the quality of opposition that they've played in their mini run. Okay, they had a shock result against Luton, but look at it. They played Aston Villa. I know that was in the cup, but that was a victory. They played Brentford away from home, and you know how difficult, they won. You know how difficult that can be to go play Brentford away from home. They played Bournemouth and they won. They played West Ham. West Ham, difficult team to play at West Ham. They also won as well. They also won against Crystal Palace. These are away from home, performances, that they also won. So have to look at that and say, they can't take confidence from those fixtures, then I'm not sure what else they have to do. Let's leave all that alone. Let's focus on what we can control. That's stepping out on the pitch, every single day, 11 versus 11, and doing the business. We do that, we get points, and maybe we're not having any of this conversation around the 10 points gap, anymore. So I think they have a manager that can get them focused, and they can do very well, and progress and not get relegated as a result of this. I think they should take confidence.
Awesome. I agree with you. I look at what they've done so far this season. They started pretty poorly, but eventually, they started picking up the results. And I think when they look at, the next set of fixtures, who says they can't pick a point against Manchester United? Considering the fact that they're playing at home, Forest haven't been so great. They can pick a draw away from home. At home to Newcastle might be pretty tough, but even Chelsea have been here and there, as well this season. So I don't think it's a mountain too high for Everton. I think it's a battle they can still find a way, to escape. But it's going to be tough after the Burnley game because they're going to play away at Tottenham Hotspur, play at home to Manchester City. So those are two games that might just not. The 5 games after Burnley, they're going to play Spurs, City, Aston Villa, and those are three teams that are doing pretty well, already this season. But as overall, I think they can survive, and I think they will, survive if they don't allow, if they can first of all win the psychological battle. If they don't allow this to, mess with their psyche, then I totally think that they will go through.